Hi guys, my name is Bas and welcome to my third SPSS tutorial. I recommend watching the previous two episodes because they explain how you start up SPSS, how you select the right options, and what the data view, variable view, syntax screen and output screen are. And today we will have a look at the next step, which is frequencies and descriptives. Which have been previously mentioned in the last episode, but today we will go into further detail on what exactly those are. Many times you use SPSS to find out simple statistics like what is the average, so what is the mean of a certain variable, or what is the minimum or the maximum, or what is the standard deviation or the standard error. And are there missing values, so did respondents not fill in any questions? And are there respondents which answered all of the questions? And simple statistics like this can always be found at either frequencies or descriptives, or at least 99% of the times. Frequencies and descriptives can be found at the top, and these are all the functions, as I've explained before. And if you press Analyze, and then go to Descriptive Statistics over here, and then the top two are frequencies and descriptives, and those are the two you'll use a lot of the time during when you use SPSS and in the statistics course I'll be a teacher of. So for example, if you want the mean, so the average of, for example, the household income, you go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Descriptives, and then over here you can select the variable of which you want to see the descriptive statistics. So for example, you want to see the household income, you select HINC, and then select it and push it to the right. And over here you can see the variables of which you want the descriptive statistics. As I've explained before, we use the syntax, so we don't use OK, but we use paste. If you then paste it and then go to your syntax screen, you'll see that there's now a code for what you've asked. So in this case, it's a code for the descriptive statistics of the variable HINC. And then if you press the big green Run button, you'll see the descriptive statistics for HINC. And you'll see that the minimum is 0, so that's the lowest income. The maximum is 5,500, so that's the highest household income. The mean is the average, that is 2,704 euros. And the standard deviation is 1,457 euros. So these are some of the basic descriptive statistics you can find. But besides descriptives, you can also use frequencies, which I'm more in favor of. I almost always use frequencies. So you go to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Frequencies, and then select the variables you want. They have now selected all of them, but let's only use HINC for this time. And if you then press Statistics, you can select almost anything you want. So for example, the mean, the median, the mode, in the left bottom, the standard deviation, the minimum, the maximum. In this way you can ask for almost everything. So that makes it a bit more broad than descriptives. Then you press Continue, then you press Paste again. Then you go to your syntax screen, you select the code of frequencies for HINC, and press the big green play button. So this is the order which I explained last time. First in your data screen, you select the function you want, then you paste it to your syntax screen, and then you run the code, and then in your output screen, you can show the results. So for example, frequencies, you can see of household income, and the mean is 2,704 euros, which is the same as the descriptives gave. You can see the median, the mode, standard deviation, minimum, maximum. And in this way you can select all the basic descriptive statistics. I hope that everything is clear so far. You can also, as I have previously mentioned in this episode, you can use it to see whether respondents filled in the questions or not. Because respondents aren't always obligated to fill in all of the questions in a survey. So sometimes variables contain a few missing values. And if you then go you can see that in frequencies whether a variable has missing values or not. You can see that for this case that the household income, the N always means respondents. The valid N, so the amount of respondents which filled in this question, is 1433 respondents. The missing is 205, which means that 205 respondents which filled in this survey did not answer this question. We can take a look at all of the variables of this survey. So we go to frequencies again, and you select all of the variables. Then press paste again, and go to your syntax, you select the code, and you press run. Okay, so over here you can see the 6 variables. Over here you can see the respondents with the valid respondents and missing. And you can see that the household income is still the same as it was before. 1433 filled in and 205 did not. The respondent number, yeah, everybody got a respondent number. So the valid is 1638, which is the total number of respondents in this survey. And there are 0 missing values, which means that everybody got a respondent number. But a better explanation is sex, so your gender. The valid N is 1638, which means that all respondents filled in this the question of which gender they are. And there are 0 missing values, which means that all respondents filled in this question. So that's how you can find out whether a variable has missing values or not. And of course, if a variable has more missing values than valid respondents, then you might ask yourself whether your questions are valid or not. You can also see the amount of respondents which filled in the total amount of questions, which filled in everything. So the respondents which completed the entire survey. So this time you don't go to frequencies, but you go to descriptives. So analyze, descriptive, statistics, descriptives. And if you then select all of the variables again and press paste, then you go to your syntax again, select the code, and then over here you can see the all the 6 variables and the amount of respondents which filled in the variables, which is the same as with frequencies. But in the lower bottom you can see valid N listwise, which is 1360. This means that the amount of respondents which filled in all of the questions is 1360. So they don't have any missing values. They filled in the entire survey. Okay, and that was it for this episode, which showed frequencies and descriptives, in which you can see almost all the basic descriptive statistics which you want to see. And I prefer to use, as I showed before, frequencies, and then at statistics you can select almost everything you want. So yes, that will be it for today. I hope everything was clear. If something was not, then feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them. And see you guys next time.